Hello and welcome to this episode of The Circle. I don't know what the number is going to be. I noticed that I was missing a 24. Maybe this will have to be 24. I'm out here in the bright sun, bees, trying not to squint, hoping I don't get bugged. But I got my mind blown a second ago and I wanted to share what I had learned. I've been reading through a book called Claim Your Purpose, MK. I can't remember the guy's total name. Something Kip. Mastin Kip, I think. Claim Your Power, I think might be the title of it. I've been working through that, and it's been pretty hard. And this last chapter told me I've got to surrender to God's will. When I was a Christian, everything was about, it's got to be God's will for you to have this. It's got to be God's will for you to do this. This whole idea of having to be, I'm looking over the traffic over there, having to be God's will was always present, and it seemed like God was never in alignment with what I wanted. It seemed like I never got the things that I wanted, so it must not be God's will, so I must not be doing something right, and it just kind of put a whole gray cloud over that, and I'm not interested in serving people. That was another big thing for me. I don't want to serve people. You know, in a Christian Bible, you read how Jesus washed his disciples' feet and stuff like that. And the idea of that, I sound like I'm prideful or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it disgusts me. I'm not interested in doing that sort of thing. I can understand, I guess, if somebody loves somebody enough that they'd want to do something like that for them, but I just can't. I don't want to do that. And I've served enough, really, to be over here emptying buckets of sewer out. I mean, come on. Seriously. And that's bad enough. And I don't even know how I'm managing to tolerate that. And I tried doing janitorial work, you know. And what is janitorial work but the ultimate expression of work and service for somebody, other than maybe going out and feeding the homeless or something, you know. It's just, you know, cleaning up for other people and stuff like that. I just can't do that. I can't get behind that. So both of those things are kind of, I shy away from, I cringe, I don't want to have anything to do with it. And then I read this, Ram to the White Book again. There was my bookmark. I'll read real quick for you. This is copyrighted by the people that did this. What's her name again? Make sure I got the copyright in here. So this is copyrighted by, well, where's her name? It's hiding on me. Jay-Z Knight. Jay-Z Knight's the channel through which Ramtha speaks, so this is her. This is Ramtha's words through her, copyrighted by her and her company or corporation or whatever it is. But it really speaks to me right now, and it clicks, and it kind of blew my mind. I'll read this to you. There is no such thing as the will of God apart from your own divine will. If God wanted life to be a mundaneness of a singular expression, he would never have created you into being, nor would he have given you the will to express your own purposeful uniqueness. What is called the will of God was created by man so that he could govern and control his brothers. Yet if you believe that teaching and see God's will separate from yours, then you will always be in the battle of his will versus yours. For you will want to do certain things and feel you must, yet the will of God says you must not. God is not separate from you. You and he are one and the same. Your will is his will. Let me read that again. Your will is his will. Whatever you want to do is what you term divine providence, divine will. So you are never in conflict with destiny, for destiny is not preordained. It is ordained wholly by you. Everything you think creates your moments to come. Your very now moment is simply the product of the thoughts you had moments ago. That is the science of God. The only thing the Father wills for you is to experience the totality of life that he is, according to the feelings within your soul. Why? So that you come to understand what joy is and the unconditional love that God has for you and all life. So, when I got to this chapter, I had to go back to it, I had to write. When I got to this chapter yesterday in Mastin Kip's book, and it was telling me that I had to surrender. I had a prayer to surrender to the will of God, and I cringed because I did not want to do that. It's a throwback to the old Christian belief system. And the old Christian belief system basically says that you are at the mercy of God's will. But that is only part of the story. Yes, you are at the mercy of God's will, but God's will is your will. So you're technically at the mercy of your will. You are not being controlled by other people. You are not at the mercy of other people. You determine through the choices you make what your life is going to be. The channels may be already there. That's the isness of reality. That's the world that we have to operate, physical reality that we have to work in. Excuse me, I gotta be. That's already there, but you're like water. You get to choose what channels you flow through, and there's an infinite number of channels to pick from. So you're not at the mercy of God or anything outside of yourself, according to this. And I want you to take a minute and feel that inside your heart, inside yourself. I want you to kind of feel like, does that click? Does that feel right to you? Determine if this is more than just this book saying it's true. Determine if it's true in your own feelings, in your own experience. Namaste.